Welcome gamers, Hazardor here, and today I just wanted to bring you a quick tip and tricks video on Battlefield 4, how to dominate with the little bird. In this gameplay, I'm not sure if it was the lobby, or I'm not sure what it was, but I was absolutely dominating the skies. Not only that, the little birds weren't even challenging me. You'll see it in the gameplay. Anyway, just before I get into this, I want to let you guys know that I've got a new microphone. If you notice a difference in mic quality, well, you should notice a difference anyway. I've purchased the Audio-Technica AT2020, an upgrade from a simple little Turtle Beach P11. Anyway, first tip. This tip is for locking onto enemy little birds. Don't just lock on and waste your missiles. Lock on, wait for them to pop the ECM, which most of them will do, then lock on again and go for your shots. I do this at the start of the clip, it's very effective. Most of you guys know this. Moving on from the heat seekers, do not use cannons. They were very good at the start of Battlefield 4 and everybody was using them because you could absolutely tear enemy infantry apart. But then people started realizing that the miniguns were absolutely beast against enemy aircraft, especially against little birds. If you get behind the little bird and just spam with the miniguns, you'll kill them in 3-4 seconds, or at least do heavy damage. However, if you do want to use the cannons, make sure you do have heat seekers on. When using the miniguns, do not just spray it. You'll see in quite a few of these clips I tap fire infantry. This is because if you hold down the trigger, you run out of ammo quite quickly, but tap firing on the other hand is more effective. When you tap fire, the enemy usually notices you're there. Well, unless they're idiots, they will notice you're there. Then they start to move away, then they become a harder target, and then if you do not have any ammo left, there's no way you'll be taking them out. Tap fire the minigun, conserve your ammunition, and just, keep at them. When using the little bird, and if you dominate the skies, I'm sure you guys all know this, you'll get locked on like no one's business. If you do get locked on, and you have you get locked on, you use your smoke or ECM or whatever it is, do not stay on the battlefield. Go back to your spawn, wait for it to resupply, then go back at them. If a stinger hits you, as you lot know, it's not going to kill you straight away, but it can seriously damage your control over the little bird. If you have people in your heli giving you reps, you're more safe to just go out there. But if you're there by yourself, you're not squadding up with any of your friends, I'd suggest sitting at spawn, waiting for your ECM to resupply. In this clip, I keep moving around. I don't stay in one same spot at the same time. This is because you'll be very vulnerable to RPGs, SMORs, SRAWs, those sort of launches that can take you out really quickly. I also stay quite low to the ground, which is probably not the best idea because you're closer to them, but you can get kills quicker. You just sweep in, sweep out, sort of like an eagle, do strafe runs on the infantry so they don't know where you are. You come in and then come back out really quickly. That is what you should do with the little bird. You shouldn't always be spotted on the minimap, however you probably will be. Just stay back, pick off infantry, and just don't go into the thick of the battle. If you are looking for a lot of kills, just check the high buildings for recons. You guys all know that a lot of people like to camp on rooftops. Not only recons, people with support who just lob C4 down, or, engineers are sometimes up there using rockets and stuff. But if you go on a building and there are recons and support guys up there, there's no way they're going to take you out. As you guys will know, if you're a recon or a support, there's not much you can do against the helicopter unless they shoot you out of the pilot, which, they'd have to be quite skilled to do, but it's obviously not impossible. Keep checking the high buildings, the buildings where people like to camp out, put a beacon there. Also, use cover to your advantage. I'm on Langkang Dam and there's not much cover, there's about 2 or 3 buildings you can stick behind, unless you go right back to your spawn where there's quite a few. Use them as cover, especially against stingers. As I mentioned before, wait for your ECM to resupply at spawn. If you don't want to do that, you can just sit behind a building and take infantry out. You're completely blocked from the guy who was locking onto you from the stinger. That is a bit more risky, however, as there could be someone else with a stinger and then you've got nothing else to do. But yeah guys, these are just a few tips and tricks on how to dominate in the little bird. Thanks for watching, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.